Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I'm not set up in my gaming chair today. I thought it might be like cooler if I was just Godzilla today, so I just decided like this is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's just kind of how it is today. But welcome to the stream. I've been having a lot of fun with this mod so far. I had a lot of help from Green. He came in clutch and helped me with a bunch of animation issues I was having with Reach. And now, you know, things are working pretty darn good. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good one. I'm ready to do some really fun stuff today. What do you guys think? Is Godzilla looking good? He's not perfect yet. The animations are rough still, but he's getting there. He's getting there. It's working at least. Look, we can literally stomp on the Halo 2 scarab. Literally, watch. I'll try to go over it. It's like not even up to his main spikes. It's insane. We're getting there. His walking animation, unfortunately, it's a little boring right now. It's not exactly like nice. Chest needs to compress and decompress when breathing, walking. Yeah. I've got a lot more to do with the animations. These are all like, I don't want to say they're placeholder. They're like the start of what will become much better animations. I know I can do better with time. I just haven't having to set up this rig, learn how to animate in Reach, and to do a bunch of other stuff. Work on a bunch of issues. But now that I've got everything pretty much sorted out, I can finally go hard on it. But I don't want to do too much animation work today. I want to, like, if possible, focus most of today's stream on Atomic Breath. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. I know there's a lot of people in chat who are like, oh, you gotta give him some Atomic Breath. And, you know, we're getting there. But I got the look animations working. These took forever, by the way. I was trying to get the looking animations working all last night and stuff. And thankfully, due to some quirks that Green had figured out throughout various different parts of animating Reach over time, I now got look animations working thanks to him. It was literally just a slow, painful process. I appreciate the kind words. I do. I'm really happy with this. I'm looking forward to being able to finish this mod in like an actually short amount of time, and then just like put together a quick little city map with some destroyable buildings, maybe steal them off the New Alexandria mission, and then just make a quick game mode where one person's Godzilla and everybody's trying to, like, I don't know, do something and not die and get stomped on the whole damn time. It'll be really fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. But I'm just satisfied right now because even though the walking animation's really stiff and I'm gonna need to polish it up, it's just nice to have it working, you know? He's got a little bit of personality to him, you know? He can look around, he can walk, and today he'll be able to fire Atomic Breath. He'll be sick. Will he be able to sprint? Honestly, the one time he like sprinted in Godzilla King of the Monsters, I thought it was kind of cursed. So I'm gonna opt for no sprint for now. For now. But you never know. Look at that beefy boy though, he's looking good. He's looking good. I know I have his Atomic Breath active all the time, but I just think it looks cool, and until I actually implement Atomic Breath, you know, I'm gonna have to work on it. Random question. Any solution to finding a map/custom game from a huge list in Reach? I have over 800 maps and it takes forever to go through. God, I wish. Unfortunately, the Master Chief Collection menu with Peace and Love sucks ass. And it's really just so bad. There is no good way to do it. The menu is not... It's just not good. I hate to say it. There's no... It's unintuitive. It's disorganized. I put up with it because I love Halo. But I'm afraid to say I don't think there is any good solution to going through all of your Halo Reach game modes. I'm hoping they let you upload game modes, like game types and maps and stuff, at some point to the workshop, which would maybe sort of help. Maybe not with your exact problem, but sure would be nice. I can dream. Big G coming through. Excuse me. You really could stomp that scare, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. The camera track's still a little bit scuffed, but he is a fully playable character now. You can stomp around the world and enjoy yourself. And I'm really excited for the atomic breath. Like, very, very excited. I think I should make a better camera track for him today. But it's so fun, just being able to have like a single player control Godzilla and stomp on the world experience is very, very enjoyable. Question, will you make a Halo 3 Extinction mod if you haven't already? Yeah, probably do it in Halo Reach. I'm gonna hit a wall. I'm considering switching this guy over to like a giant, which is what the Scarab uses. So he can just like stomp over everything. Also need the roar. Yeah, I might actually do the roar today. We'll see. A roar animation that just like randomly triggers while you're like walking would be really sick. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind too much the fact that the walking animation is not quite amazing yet, but it's getting there. Hold on, let's see. You can see the full walk animation from the side. Let me just maybe this will do it. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, here's Big G from the side walking. It's not very smooth yet, like to the transition from standing, and it doesn't have any like arm movements or cool head movements or anything. It's literally just the legs and a little bit of the hips and tail. But you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. One step at a time. Can you make him leave giant footprint impacts? Oh yeah, 100%. I'd love to do that as well. I already added the shake to the world. It's a lot right now, but that was for testing earlier when I needed to make sure that the feet steps would actually work. But he's looking pretty good now. Not having too much trouble walking around or anything. He's just going places. Yeah, I'm excited to smooth everything out and get it looking nice and good. But seeing this from below is going to be absolutely terrifying. Okay, let me see if I can't get a good sense of scale for this. Here is all these AI here, and then I'll have his feet connect to the floor a little bit better in the future. But yeah, he's a big boy. Will he have a melee attack? Yeah, he will. I haven't decided what kind of melee attack I'm going to do. Maybe just like a swipe, maybe a tail flip. Ignore the fact that his tail is relatively rigid as well. I'm going to try and get his tail looking like nice and flippy and floppy. God damn! Blatant Throwaway with the $50 super chat. Holy shit, man. Thank you so much. God damn, that's a lot. That was super generous of you. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. Holy hell. Thank you very much. Wow, that's a lot. Holy hell. Make Unit 02 next. Making an Evo would be fun. I can't lie. Just doing giant, like just very large scale stuff is always a blast. I mean, Unit 02 would be pretty sick. I can't even lie. Like, that would be badass. Maybe I should add the Gypsy Danger into this mod. So as much as I was struggling, by the way, I didn't mention this. I was struggling a lot with IK yesterday and getting it set up for this. But as you can see, it works now. His feet stay stationary. They don't quite attach to the ground yet, but I'll get that taken care of soon. But yeah, as you can see, the animation's a lot better now. He do be walking, he do be schmoving. When I rotate, it looks a little funny, but I like I said, once I get his feet set up, it'll look a lot better. And let's see, Modded Gamer, thank you for that $3 tip. Check Skibidi DMs, he sent me? Okay. Oh, that's a scary shot. Shadow. Thank you again, by the way, Blatant, for that massive super chat. But yeah, I'll check DMs in just a sec. Yeah, here is... It looks surprisingly good from, like, certain angles. I'm really looking forward to seeing this in, like, an actual game, though. Like, a big, dense, fiery, foggy city type map would be so good for this. Oh, it sounds so much fun. It sounds like so much fun. Oh, man. All right, let me check. So hear me out. I think the tail should do collision damage. I think it's gonna be slow, too slow to aim or attack well, so you can make turning itself part of the thing. I agree. I was actually thinking about that earlier. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to attach like some collision regions or something to his tail because he's just gonna be destroying everything. So his feet are gonna have to have giant damage markers, and I think his entire tail as well. Because it's massive and it's just gonna be like swinging into stuff all the time. I'll have to figure out a way to either animate his tail or see, because after Demons sent over the proved through that very particular mod that there is in fact a way to do jiggly physics in Halo, I'm just now realizing like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to definitely take advantage of that for Godzilla's tail, because that would be sick as fuck. Anyway, I get really distracted just walking around and testing out the animation. I'm not happy with it, but I'm happy enough that I can just like observe it for now and be like, damn, that's not half bad. Definitely needs a lot more work, but we're getting there. Because giant tags don't sync in multiplayer, would you consider making either a Godzilla campaign or firefight map? Giant tags do sync and reach multiplayer, actually. It's just the host that can't get in them. But I think if I'm doing a game mode type anyway, I can make it so you play as it, and it doesn't even matter whether or not you're able to sync, because as soon as you become it and play as it, it should work. Maybe the body should move when he's walking? Yeah, like I was saying before, this animation's super unfinished. Like, all I have for the walking animation right now is the legs move, and that's about it. Like, everything else does not work yet. I have not animated the arms, the torso, the neck, the tail. Well, I've done a tiny bit of animating on the tail, but like barely anything. So I'm going to be adding a lot to it. I'm going to be adding a lot to this. Just for now, though, the legs work. And, you know, I don't hate the idle animation. It could use a bit more detailing, but it's okay, you know? Big G kind of slow breathing. His mouth opens a little. His arms move a little. It's not bad. I'll add more to it for sure, but, you know, it's getting there. It's getting there. And, whoa! Charles tipped 2069. Nice. Thank you so much for that very generous tip, Charles. God damn. I found it. I was playing Huge Grass and I found it. The Hover Hog. Crazy, right? But I found it. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no hover hog on Huge Grass. It's a myth. It's a myth. Don't let the globalists get to you. Also, I don't know what you guys think about this. Maybe I'll change my mind once I turn the glow off of Godzilla, but like the white eyes, I kind of fuck with it. Like, I know he's supposed to have orange eyes, and I have the texture for it, but man, he looks scary with white eyes. Hey, Nick Jackify, thank you so much for the $10 tip. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Godzilla looking good. Very cash money of you. Very cash money of you. But yeah, we're going places with this Godzilla mod. It's not looking too bad, you know? Progress. Slow progress, but progress. So here's what I want to do today, right? Not only do I want to make the atomic breath and make it look really cool, I also want to make a little animation for it. So maybe I should pull up a clip from the movie. Hopefully I don't get struck down. Let me look it up really quickly, because there's a specific motion that I'm looking for from, I'll have to deafen it, but hold on. Give me 1 sec, I gotta bring this all together. Here. So one clip particularly from, one clip from this scene here, from the first movie, I think this has like such a good build up to Godzilla actually using his atomic breath, so check it out. So he does this thing where he like charges up, lifts up, his chest like inflates. His arms kind of like pull into his chest a little bit. His head like pulls back, his neck goes up, and then he just, boom, lets it loose. That's the animation I want to do for firing this thing. And I think it should work pretty good. So, yeah, literally just... Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that 100%. 100%. Will it be a charge shot like a Spartan laser? Yes, yes, it will. 100% it will. And it should be relatively easy to do, okay? So actually I'm going to start with the Spartan laser as a base weapon. I'm not even going to make the animation quite yet. I wasn't here last stream. What inspired this? Listen, you have to understand, this is very important for my work on animation, okay? Animating is hard, and I'm bad at it. So this is all just, you know, it's all just animation work. Important animation work, no less. But we're going to switch over to Blender for a quick second. You can see the walking animation. I'm making progress with it, but yeah, it needs a lot to look better. I have some really good ideas on how to make it super flawlessly smooth, but it's going to take a minute to get there. Like starting from this frame, for example, which would make his leg lift up immediately, making it so there's not like an awkward pause in the looping of the animation, right? Wait for it. Here. His leg just kind of locks for a second because the smoothing isn't totally correct on everything. Hold on, let me switch over to here and turn my webcam on. There we go. So yeah, there's a couple things with it that I'm gonna have to work on to make it like really, really nice and good. Hey, Piplub, thank you so much for becoming a 10-month member. I appreciate it. Do you remember the Juggernaut game mode? Godzilla. Yeah, that's literally what I want to do. It's gonna be one player versus everybody else, probably based on Juggernaut, and you gotta just deal with Godzilla existing and try not to die. So like, did you rig each and every spine too? You could add slight jiggle to those spines for a little extra flair. So I didn't rig anything with this model. This is a really amazing model I found on DeviantArt. Full credits to the artist. I think it was like a massive project between several people, but they released this model just like for people to use in whatever projects, because obviously Godzilla is a copyrighted character and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'll have to do massive credits to them. The Mudo sounds though in cinemas, oh I know, it was so good. You know the Pipeworks PS2 games? I played them on Xbox, but yeah, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, Godzilla Save the Earth, whatever the one was on Wii. I sent you a very important image in DMs, by the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my bad. I was totally going to check that, and I spaced out. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I didn't realize the tip. That was very cash money of you. Alright, so let's get started on giving this guy a laser beam, man. He needs a big old laser. So I'm gonna close all the animations and effects and stuff I was working on for a second here. Close all the shaders and stuff. And I guess I gotta give him a weapon. Is there any weapon in the game that's like a beam that's attached to a vehicle just so I can save some time? I don't think there is. I think I'll just start with a Spartan laser and then turn it into like a vehicle attachment. Oh, one thing I do have to do though, actually it should be fine. It should be fine. So let's do this real quick. Go to tags, objects, weapons, support high, Spartan laser. We'll grab the weapon, go into characters, into Godzilla, and we'll give him a quick little weapon. I'm just going to rename the Spartan laser to Atomic Breath, and we will open that up. We're going to get started with this. Hey, Gyrax, thank you so much for the $5. Check DMs if you want. Sent you some sound files for Godzilla. Oh, I already have some places I've grabbed them from, because I've done some like Godzilla avatars and things for VR. But I appreciate it. That could save me a lot of time. I will check it out. Characters, Godzilla. Get that weapon open. So first thing I got to do is set it to extension of parent, which means that it literally just like is not its own pickup weapon. Clear out its model tag, and on the firing part of stuff, I need to set the optional barrel marker name to head, because that's the name of the marker. I'll change it to primary trigger later, but there, set it to head, and then if I go to the Godzilla biped, which is our actual Godzilla character, I can give him our new Atomic Breath weapon. That's totally not just a renamed Spartan laser, I swear. Don't trust me, I lie. So there's our camera track, and here is the weapon. So we'll go weapons, support high, or no, objects, characters, Godzilla, weapon, atomic breath. So now when I go back into game, I can't fire. Oh, I think I have to refresh because I said his weapon. Alright, let's try it out. Yeah, now we got the Spartan laser reticle and the HUD and everything. Let's see if it works. Well, it sure fired. I don't think we can see it yet, though, because the marker is named the head and not primary trigger. Also, we're very far away with this camera track. See, if I get up close, can I see it? Did I shoot myself? I don't know. But let's go to Blender really quick and rename the head marker. Actually, I'll just duplicate it just in case there's something used that I forgot. Primary trigger. And that's what all weapons use for like marker names and stuff. We'll switch over to export pose and unpose him and then do a quick export real quick. And we'll get Godzilla in game in like 2 seconds with the new marker on it. Use the blue or purple beams from the Forerunner towers. I'll probably make it kind of fiery, like a beam, but with like a bit of flame to it. I've got some ideas, but I'll have to just kind of try it out. This will be my first time doing particle system. No, well, not my first time doing particle systems in Reach. My first time doing it in mod tools. Well, that's also still not true, but there's a couple things that might screw me up. But let's see. Does this... Oh, and I've died. It's fine, I just crashed the game. Don't worry about it. Skaboodly, thank you for the 5, man. Appreciate it. Why did it disappear? Oh. It says message redacted. Wouldn't the focus rifle be better just making it blue? Also, do you have the Scarab beam set up in Reach? That might be better because the exhaust and drill effect. Focus rifle would be better, but... I was going to say something for this. The charge up. I can basically take the focus rifle beam and put it in place of the lasers that the Spartan laser fires. But the reason I want to use a Spartan laser is because in multiplayer, the Spartan laser charges up and fires. And it's a lot harder to set that up than it is to just like set the focus rifle beam as a thing. Yeah. So let me then go into the weapon again. We'll swap out the head marker name on both of these. Are we going to crash again? I feel like I've just uncovered like a secret bug. But yeah, more or less it's going to be like a charge up focus rifle by the end. But I don't think I want to make the beam I want to make the beam really fast, but I don't want to make it instant. Because if I make it instant, it won't look as cool, I think. And it'll be slightly less OP. Oh god, I did not mean to do that. My cat's on my desk. She's being so cute. Oh, cute kitty girl. Alright, there's the big boy. Looking pretty good. Alright, does the Spartan laser cause a crash? Yeah, it does. Okay. I have no idea why, but we'll figure it out. Let's start by doing... Let's start by giving it its model back, actually. Objects, weapons, support high, Spartan laser. That should fix the issue, theoretically. I vaguely remember having this issue back when I was doing assembly modding on Reach. I think there's a flag I have to tick that I just missed out on, but that's alright. Hey, hey, girl. Girl. I love you, but if you're gonna eat my mouse cord and bite my hands, you don't get desk privileges. Ah, it still crashes. It wasn't the model. Weird. Wonder why. What am I gonna do with my thingy thing? No, should be good. Can we see this map with the atmosphere effect that makes Godzilla seem even bigger? I'm gonna make a new map for sure. It'll be simple. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but it should be decent. And I'll put some like new Alexandria buildings down and then make them like crate objects, but then also make it so they take damage and then they play that animation when they break. It won't be anything too crazy, because unless this mod gets like a shit ton of support, which I won't lie, you guys are supporting the fuck out of this mod, so it makes me more encouraged to like put a lot more effort into it, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, this... Setting the primary trigger seems to have, well, triggered reach. And I'm actually not quite sure why. It shouldn't be anything different. Maybe it's like an effect thing? I'll have to check. I'll swap out the weapon for something else real quick. Let's give him, not the atomic breath weapon, but I'll swap it out for... Oh, you know what? I think I know why it's crashing, actually. Oh, I remember this. Hold on. I'm just dumb. Hold on. It should be under... Where is it? Ah, there's something for it. Hold on. I have to go into a vehicle weapon. And I think it's because this is like a handheld weapon and it's not supposed to be used on a vehicle. So I'll go to like... I don't know. Let's go to the Wraith's turret weapon. Wraith mortar weapon. It just says extension of parent, which is exactly the same as a Spartan laser, and then secondary trigger overrides grenades. Oh, maybe I was wrong actually. Maybe that didn't fix it. Weird. Alright, I'll swap it out for a different weapon real quick. Objects, vehicles, Covenant. I don't think there's any charge up weapons, so I'll just stick with like do the Wraith. Yeah, we'll do the Wraith mortar weapon. So Godzilla's gonna start firing Wraith mortars out of his mouth. That's how it was in the movie. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about here, you guys. Don't worry about it. Did we crash? We do not. Oh, because my first person camera's all the way down here? Okay. Okay, watch this, watch this. We gotta make Godzilla really tall. Should be about 100 world units tall, in fact. So, camera collision. So standing camera height should be 108 world units. Crouching camera height, also 108 world units. And I think that might actually just fix everything. Height, oh here, height standing 108, height crouching 108, radius thick 10. Okay, that might fix the weird issues we were having just there. He's 120 meters tall? I don't know, Google said he was 108. Oh hey, his foot's doing a funny thing. That's actually kind of promising. What the fuck? Does he just die instantly? Oh, I definitely made him way too big. Oh no, he's alive. But his height... Oh wait, he needs to not... Why is he spherical? Stop being spherical. Version 2019, so... Wait. Oh, he got bigger. That's right, that's right. Okay, he's got the stanky leg. We'll figure it out. Oh, I must have exported on a bad pose or something. Hold on. Oh, I totally did. I exported on the wrong pose. Whoops, no wonder he looks like very cursed. That's okay. 10 meters isn't gonna make or break. Let's be honest. The 10 meters was just added so the American Godzilla beat out whatever Japanese Godzilla they needed to at the time, alright? It's whatever. 10 meters, it's okay. If you let it get to you, then I feel sorry for you. That's my hot take. Because I ain't redoing these animations for 10 meters. Especially when he's already so goddamn big. Godzilla became American and started eating cheeseburgers to get big. That's actually real, and I didn't want to say it, but also true. That is real and true. Alright, let's wait for Godzilla to finish importing. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Alright, we're back. Now he looks good again. Alright, let's give this a try one more time. Did I just instantly die? Why am I instantly dying, game? It'd be nice if I didn't. Hey, now it shoots where I mean for it to. That's promising. My camera's way too high, but, you know, progress. I think that means I can move the camera down to, like, the floor instead of having it on the head marker. Maybe not. Nice. Look at that ballistic aiming. I can't see what the hell's going on anymore, but I can sure aim. Hell yeah. Progress. Progress. Alright, well, since it's really cursed, I'm gonna switch the camera track to something else. Actually, let me see if I can reduce his height really quickly. And if I reduce his height, maybe I can get back to where I was before on the camera. So, standing camera height's 108. I'll just make it 80 instead. No, it seems like about 105 would be the sweet spot. Then I just gotta work with the camera to make it better. And that I mean, that should be fine, right? Let me switch the other camera to dropship camera, because I think it's using the frigate camera, which is insanely big. It's a little bit better. See, how good is the aiming on this? Okay, it's completely off. Let's tweak it a little bit, and then we'll get the atomic breath going, making it look better. So, camera, blah, 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 height. What if I set him to like 80? I had it at 80 before, and it didn't look very good. Not bad. Camera's still way too high, but, you know, progress. This is pretty good. Keep working on it, though. Being a living nuke makes him pretty much... Yeah, Godzilla is, like, immune to anything nuclear related. In fact, it just powers him up. Alright, sweet! This is good. This is good. Now all I have to do is turn the Wraith Mortar weapon into a charge weapon that Godzilla can use. Foreigner style Kiryu would be good. That would be really fucking cool. Alright, let's give him the Wraith Mortar weapon again, but this time we'll turn the Wraith Mortar into Atomic Breath, since clearly I'm going to be having some issues if I try to start with the Spartan laser. And I'm lazy. Okay, so we'll open it up. Let's change the projectile around a bit. So right now it fires a single Wraith Mortar, which is not what we want. I actually would much prefer if he fired, get this, a beam. I know. Controversial. Very brave. I'm going to switch things out as a test for the focus rifle. So focus rifle, we're going to copy that. I want the projectile first. I'm going to go to the firing effect. We're going to grab the firing effect for the focus rifle. And I'm actually going to change the firing damage that I take to that. And then I think all I have to do is just to make it so it shoots a lot. Rounds per second. 5. Sure. Then we'll make shots per fire like 15. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, wait, what's the height on first person here? I think it's too tall. But the camera lines up, so screw it. Godzilla set to use Atomic Breath weapon. I think I gotta reload the map. Hold on. Refresh. Godzilla's hurt and we need to instantly heal his mortal wounds. Sets off a nuke in his face. Excuse me. Yeah, more or less. That's what they actually did. Godzilla's, is Godzilla 250 million years old? Oh, I guess he is. He's from like prehistoric times. Alright, look at that. We got the Shin Godzilla beam accidentally. I think I do have to shrink him a bit though for this to line up correctly. Let's move the camera down a bit. It definitely seems to be a little bit too tall. Oh wait, that actually looks perfect almost. Wow. Nice, look at that. We got little testing beams going already. Not bad. Okay, but as much as I like the beam, I did say I would rather it be kind of like firing a scarab beam, where like it was really quick projectiles rather than like literal instant beams. Because everyone knows Godzilla's beam, I mean, it was kind of an instant beam in the old school Japanese movies, but in the new modern movies from Legendary Pictures, he fires kind of like a fiery, proper breath, sort of, and that's what I want to mimic. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I actually have some interesting ways of doing that. I'm gonna have like a big smoky bit coming out of his mouth, but I also want to have the projectiles kind of have like a smoky trail coming off them, but make them like really, really bright. Hey, Army of Drakes, thank you for that $5 tip. Appreciate it. Another song request, if you don't mind. I actually meant to send you a different MP3 and didn't realize my mistake until after you began playing it. Send you in DMs if you want to take a listen. I will. Check it out in just a few. Actually, speaking of music, hold on. I'm realizing the Reach soundtrack is kind of slow paced. I think I might want to switch my soundtrack back to like the usual one because it's nice that way. But yeah, I'll check it out. Demon, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Drake, help. Someone sent me a Mothra images where she's most definitely a she. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You should not have to deal with that. I apologize on behalf of whoever did that. Firing effect, firing effect. Okay, let me grab the scarab projectile actually. Objects, giants, scarab. Turrets, head turret. I'll steal it, bring it into the Godzilla weapon. I call it atomic breath dot projectile. And I'm pretty sure the Scarab Beam in Halo Reach is like way, way too fast, so I'm gonna have to tone it down a bit. If I recall. Maximum range 300, sure, why not? Yeah, initial velocity is 200. I'm pretty sure in the original game it was 20. Don't know how those numbers happen. But it do be a thing. So we'll use that. Let's see what effect it has. Does it use the primary effect for the Scarab? Yeah, projectile primary, perfect. That's going to be a good start. That is a good start. And for the firing effect, I don't know if it exists in Halo Reach, but if it does, I'm going to try to grab the Scarab Beam firing effect. Scarab, effects, weapon, head turret. Oh yeah, there's a firing effect. I hope it looks good. I know the Scarab in Halo Reach's files is a little bit like busted up. I had to do a lot of fixing on it back in the day when I made my very first Scarab mod for the game. But we'll see, we'll see. Let's refresh the map since we made changes to the weapon. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's right. The impact for the Scarab Beam got a little scuffed. Interesting, interesting. That's a start, though. That is a start. I'm going to check the effect for projectile primary on the Scarab. I'm going to swap it over into our Godzilla folder. That way I can start making the beam look right. Yeah, we'll keep that name. And does it have a... yeah, it has an impact effect. The impact effect is very cursed. You could just use the effects from the flamethrower. I don't think Halo Reach has a flamethrower. Unfortunately. But there's plenty of good fiery effects that I can use, and I can make this look nice and cool. The other thing I want to do... oh, right. I want to change the projectile speed, because clearly the original Scarab beam speed is a little bit slow. So I'll buff it up to like 50, at least. Wow. Okay, it should be faster than that. It should definitely be faster than that. Let's double it to 100. Let's see. Wow. That's not a bad speed. I kind of like it. Be possible to just upscale the focus rifle beam and change the color? That's the lazy way of doing it. I'm not going to be lazy with this. I've made Godzilla's atomic breath and Unity more times than I can count. Not a bad start, though. Not a bad start. Let's edit the effects a little bit here. So the effect is interesting, to say the least. it has a contrail on it, which I might actually just remove the contrail. In fact, I will remove the contrail, because on a beam like this, where it's moving, and it's not like a static firing beam that's like dragging across, a contrail is just going to look kind of weird. I want this to be as like smoky as possible, and I think because of it, I'm also just going to have to remove the light volume, which literally just leaves the particles, which there is only one on here. Love that. There's supposed to be more, but I guess when they made Halo Reach and they didn't end up using the Scarab, they did not update the particles, so I'll get to be a little bit creative with this. So as far as particles go, I'll probably... What is this particle using? It's projectile.particle. What does that look like? Show me what you look like. Oh, it's just smoke fiery. Not bad, actually. I can use the smoke fiery particle to make the beam look good. But I'm not going to use the one that's in the Scarab folder. I'm going to go to Tags, FX, Particles. There's smoke in here. Fire. I do glowing smoke. Try that. What does that look like? No, it's like a orange glowing smoke. Not quite what I'm looking for. Atmospheric. Rolling smoke. Let's try rolling smoke. Rolling smoke large. Is this a good basis? But first let me increase the emission rate. I'm going to do 10 times the emission rate, and the size of the particles is way too small. I'm going to make it... I'm going to at least double the particle size. Okay, we'll make it random between 2 and 5 as a start. Let's see what this looks like. Looks weird, but that's a start. Okay, so it stops rendering after a certain distance. We'll have to fix that. Make it LOD always 0 and try that again. Interesting, to say the least. But it's a good start. We'll keep moving. Looks like Godzilla 1954's beam. Actually, yeah, just smoke. I'll make the... You know what? Let me not use... Actually, I don't want to use rolling smoke large. I want to use wispy smoke. Let me see what the particle for wispy smoke looks like. Hold on. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, let's try it with wispy smoke. Better. Better. It looks more like a... Well, like a wispy smoke beam. But there's too many particles coming out of it currently. So I'm going to actually tone down the emission rate a bit. Try that again. It's a good start. Wow. Alright, here's what I'll do. I'll cut the emission rate in half again, and then I'm going to double the amount of projectiles that come out, so that the beam itself is a bit better. Because this beam is going to be like a primary effect in the entire game whenever he's on screen. So I can pretty much make the particles as expensive as I want. Not like annoyingly expensive, but... Hey, that's not bad. Check it out. It's kind of hard to see because of the impact effect, but... If that was glowing blue with some, like, intensity, some extra effects and stuff in there, it would not be too bad. That's a good start. That is a good start. Alright, let's keep moving on then. Let's keep moving on. I think, I am, however, going to have to make this my own particle. So I'm going to steal the Wispy Smoke small particle. I'm going to steal it away into my Godzilla folder. And we'll do FX, particles. And this will be atomic wispy. Sure. Atomic wispy. So the reason I wanted to make my own particle, though, is because With an effect like this, I need it to be emissive and glowy, but... And I also need to color it. But I need to have control over the type of particle it is. So we have... It's right now set to alpha blend, which is fine. That's a good for making like wispy smoke stuff that has like edges and things. But I need to change the color to like kind of a lightish blue. And then I think I need the intensity up to like 5. Let's see if that looks good. That's a good start. Check it out. What do you guys think? Not bad, not bad. The explosions at the end need to be smaller? Yeah, those are the default Scarab Beam explosions in Halo Reach. It's very, very interesting. I'll change the impact effects out right now, actually, just so they stop being so obnoxious. I'll give it a temporary one of, like, a Wraith impact, I guess. Wraith, FX, weapon, mortar, detonation. So it'll have, like, a Wraith detonation at the end. It won't look right yet. I'll make it look better in the end, but... You know, it's a blue wispy smoke. Not bad. Could definitely use with some adjustments, though. 100%. For one, it's actually too thick at the moment. Like, the particles themselves are too big. I'd say lower the color to a deeper blue, but crank the illum intensity up so it blooms more. Not a bad idea, actually. Let me try that real quick. Or like a deeper blue, or saturation. Up the intensity to like 10. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, now let me adjust the particles themselves. The particle should not be 2 to 5. I'll make it 1 to 3. And then another thing I want to do with it. Right now, the scale... Derp, thank you so much for the $3 tip. I appreciate that. Oh, let me double check I haven't missed anything. I did not. Thank you. Big G's Atomic Breath would be cool if you used some kind of custom Covenant flamethrower weapon mod. Solid reference. Solid reference. The particle is random between 1 to 3 of world unit size, and then the age, it gets bigger as the particle ages. I'm actually going to do system age. No, I don't think I can do system age because it's a particle, so that won't really make sense. I want it to start small and then get bigger after it comes out of Big G's mouth. So, I don't know. Can I do system age? Let's see. I don't think so. Try particle age again. Let's see. What does this look like from another angle? It'll be helpful to get like a separate angle for this. It's definitely too wispy. It needs like a concrete beam within it. And I think the particles themselves, as they emit over a time, definitely need to get bigger. So let me see if I can't use system age. This will be a good test for it. Okay, the only time that they know that the system has aged is when they impact, so unfortunately, that will not work. We have effect A scale and effect B scale, but I don't know if those aren't anything I can use, excuse me. I guess I can only do particle age here for this. Interesting. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get something more concrete in the center of this as well. Demon, thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Just realized I forgot to ask, knowing you. I apologize for not asking. You want these Mothra pics? JK, I ain't got nothing. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. But I mean, yeah, you got those on the download? Gosh. Sorry, my mic cut out, guys. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, let me duplicate this atomic wispy particle, and we're gonna go get another particle here. I want to get, like, I think an energy type particle might be good for, like, the core of the beam. Do I want to do, like, plasma noise, maybe? What does plasma noise look like? Show me, what are you, plasma noise? Would that be good for the center of a beam, though? I guess we can try. Oh, it adds like a nice switch up in the color. It's pretty subtle, but not bad. A little bit too transparent, I would say. But I can't shake the feeling that I kind of like it being in there. It's pretty nice. Let me try another one. Anti-grav light. I think I know what this particle is, actually. I've used it too many times. Maybe not energy, but fire might be good, actually. Covenant fire large. What does this do to my beam? Well, besides the fact that it's purple, it's actually not too bad. But let me just keep testing, throwing some stuff in there. Plasma. Let's try plasma blue huge. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's like an electric plasma. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's not really like a beam, but it looks kind of cool. Let me just, like, I'm not going to save this, but I'm going to increase the intensity a lot. To like 20, and I want to see what that looks like. Not bad. What is that aiming? Wow. Part of me really likes that electric plasma in there, but I'll keep looking. Maybe I should do something simple. Something a little bit more simple, like... What if I did rolling smoke? But I, like, made it glow and look different. Oh, Jesus Christ, that really is a lot of Z fighting. Fiery smoke large. Let's give it a go. Okay, I have an idea. Hear me out, you guys. Hear me out. We take the smoke... Actually, what does smoke fiery small look like? I need to know. Alright, we'll take smoke fiery small, right? And I'm going to do some edits too, because I have a vision in my head for something I may be able to pull off here. So we go characters, Gojira, FX, particles. This will be atomic center. And on atomic center, it literally looks like this. It's a very basic, like, smoky type sprite. But for this, I'm going to change its emission from 75 to double at 150, and I'm going to take its size and cut it in half from 0.5 to 1.5, and then I need to change its intensity. Actually, what's its render mode set to? Albedo is diffuse. Plus billboard alpha. Blend mode, add source. I'll keep it at that for a second. And let me bring the intensity up to like 5. Let's see. Not quite what I... Oh, right. Let me change the color, of course. It's an improvement to the beam. The main issue I'm having, though, is the fact that the beam itself is a single size. It's uninteresting visually. What if I make it emit in world space? What will that do? Oh, it is in world space. Okay. Demon, thank you for a 5-er. Appreciate it. Well, which would use more damage as a thrown projectile? A pelican or a phantom? I would say a phantom. I feel like a phantom would do more damage. Just because it's like dense covenant metal and it's, I don't know, probably blow up really big. Oh, wait, I just had an idea. The atomic wispy has a really low emission radius. What if I make it like a really high emission radius? The only issue I'm seeing is that the new blue, or sorry, the center glowing bit is, for whatever reason, I shouldn't need to set its emission rate so high, but you can clearly see little balls of particles in the beam. Emission radius. Maybe on this one needs to be set something else as well. Ooh, wait, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Hold on a second. It's not the best ever, but it's something. Okay. I can probably reduce the emission rate by quite a bit on that sensor now. I want to add the plasma particles back. I really, really want to add the plasma particles back. Hold on. Emission amount 50 and then give me the plasma. Give me the plasma. Please, I need it. It was so good. Where is it? Plasma, blue, huge, atomic, electric. It might not be like canon or whatever, but it looked really fucking cool. Let's see. Wait, I can't even see it now. Oh, right, because... Yeah, hold on. First of all, white to a little bit more of a blue, please. And secondly, scaling needs to be a lot bigger. The scaling on this plasma has got to be like, I don't know, 2 to 5, kind of like the other particle. Let's see. Certainly adds to it, but I think it might need to be like 5 to 10 at this rate. Wow, man. I just realized I have the wrong particle! Yeah, I have the wrong particle. I'm actually just dumb. Hang on just one patty flippin' second. Tags, FX, particles. It was, I swear it was plasma. Was it not plasma? Right? No, you know what? It was energy. That's why I did no, it wasn't. Fuck, I don't remember anymore. Maybe it was plasma burst. Let's see. Was it plasma burst? No, it wasn't plasma burst. Try adding a light volume with smoky wispy as the alpha texture and making the light volume really long. Light volumes spawn in really harshly though. That's the only issue. But can you do that? You can add a texture to a light volume? I didn't know that. An anti-grav light? No, that was not it. But that could be good for the beam actually. I swear it was a particle energy thing. Hold on, it might be... I'm pretty sure it was plasma, actually. Plasma and a blue antigrav, plasma blue bolt. Dude, where the fuck did it go? I literally had this like 10 seconds ago, I swear. I don't think it was plasma noise, but I could check again. Oh, maybe it was? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna be real, I don't think it was, but that's fine. Will Godzilla be drivable? You'll play as Godzilla and you'll tear up a city and kill a bunch of players in the match. So, sorta, yeah. See what this looks like. We don't have a charge up animation yet, and the spikes are always on, but... I'll need to make some custom sounds as well. And we need a firing animation as well for this. Oh, what's the deal with this? Does it just like do some weird shit when I aim really high? Oh, it's because the ceiling is right above me, that's why. Okay, well good to know the camera system is at least working. Alright, what do you guys say that I take a quick momentary break from making the beam particles, let my brain refresh, and instead we do a quick animation for firing. Actually, before I do that, I do need to make this a charge-up weapon. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to steal some information from the Spartan laser real quick. Let's do. And once I get a charge-type weapon, then I can actually make the animation like firing. Alrighty, so we'll do everything the Spartan laser's got in here. That means the new trigger section, which is right trigger, spew charge, primary, secondary charge. Right trigger, spew charge, primary. And then I actually need to duplicate. And secondary charge. And then we've got charge, fire, discharge. Oops. Charge, fire, discharge. And then I think a charging time of 2.5 seconds is fine for now. Charge illumination at 1. Wait! Hold on. Okay, okay. And then primary will do... That should be fine. It won't fire any projectiles from the primary trigger, as it should not. And then for the secondary, which is the actual beam, where it's going to look sick... Guys, we're about to get the spikes working, I just realized. Because I have get the function enabled now that I actually have the weapon set up. Okay, this should be good. Let me go to the shaders. Let me test the weapon, make sure it actually works. There's always a chance that I scuffed something. Pretty high chance, actually. Okay, I did fuck something up. I don't know what I fucked up yet, but I fucked something up. I mean, I frickin' broke something, man. Alright, so what did I mess up? So it's not an auto-fire single. Right trigger, spew charge, primary, secondary charge. Charge fire, charging time 2.5. No drain rate. Okay, so that looks good. Primary needs to be set to 1 firing effect per burst. Shots per fire 5. Just gonna copy most of this over. Oops. 35. Prediction type instant. And I think everything else should be fine. Now I can go to the secondary barrel and we can get the actual beam part of it set up. Did I do it as... I did, hold on. 21. Shout. Okay, this one's set to continuous. And the other one's set to instant. Okay. Almost got it. So then it's pretty much however I want to set it up at this point. Refresh one more time. Now I think we're about to get the spikes to light up. If this works right. There we go. The charge up worked. And it fires the entire beam and then it stops. I charge it up again. Fires the beam. Hell yeah. Okay, the effects are still in need of a lot of work. But this is really going to be sick because I got something pretty cool I can do now. This is something I've been looking forward to doing for quite a while, actually. So we're going to go into Godzilla's shaders. First on his arms and legs. Does he have it on his arms and legs? He does. Okay. So the illumination intensity is now going to be a curve from 0 to 5 with the function weapon illumination. I'm going to do the exact same thing on his entire body, everywhere that he has a glow. I think his scales have it as well. So last but not least, we take this one from 0 to 5 with a weapon illumination function. And let's see. Does it work? A dirty quick test. Alright, we're not getting any light ups yet. I'm pretty sure the charge illumination is supposed to be controlled by... Yeah, there, charged illumination. Everything should be set up, I think. Let me go to a weapon really quickly that has like a glow related to it. Let me What weapon has something that lights up when it glows? Because this works in Halo 3, and it should also work here, but they might have changed the function name. Let me go check here. Oh, no, wait, let me check a vehicle, actually. Wait, it doesn't work on bipeds, does it? No, it does. Yeah, no, it does. I tested it in Halo 3 anyway. So on the biped, I'll do quick test of the functions. Yeah, weapon illumination. I don't think I misspelled it, but this function has always worked in the past. It didn't even change anything. Does it not work? In reach? Oh, you know what? I might not just have the weapon set up right. Heat amounts, etc., etc. What I'm looking for is the illumination. Illumination recovery time should be like 5. And I believe, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, charged illumination is 1. Oh right, the weapon refreshed. Whoopsies. Godzilla does still look pretty damn mean without his spikes glowing all the time, I'll say that. It doesn't seem to be lighting up. Oh, you know what I can check is the hunter. The hunter, its weapon is attached to its body, and I think it uses the same type of function. So let me see. Shaders, hunter, gun, plasma. I assume the illumination is tied to the function. Not that one. Hunter gun, plasma, charge. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, it's just illumination and reach. Okay. To double check though, let me make sure the hunter itself doesn't have a special function for that. Illumination gets to weapon light and gun flaps. Okay, so illumination should work. Let's do Godzilla scales on illumination function and see if it works. Oh yeah. It most definitely works. Alright. So I just gotta go through and swap it out for regular illumination, huh? Alright. The other thing I need to do, though, is make it so each projectile it fires does not create any illumination. Let's crash my game or something. Sure hope not. Is Godzilla gonna be an extinction? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. Rate of fire, fire recovery, rounds per shot, prediction type, minimum error, group penalties, maximum error, dual wield, projectiles, illumination recovery time. Oh, that is in barrels. Okay. It's covered in this particular barrel, in fact. Okay, perfect. Again. How tall is this Godzilla? It's the same as the 2014 Godzilla height, so it's 108 meters. Oh, he charges up now. He doesn't have any sounds or proper effects yet, but check it out. I did it. But this is the King of the Monsters / Godzilla versus Kong Godzilla. You can tell by his spikes. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. The glow itself needs a couple of things changed. So for one, it needs to cool down faster. So right now it takes 5 seconds to cool down. I'll just give it 1 second to cool down. The other thing I need to do is make it so the shader doesn't just like instantly get lit up. And for that, I'm gonna have to do a spline curve where it's gonna act a bit like this. So it kind of like slowly lights up and then accelerates right toward the end. I'm gonna have to kind of wing it, I'm pretty sure, because all of these are technically separate, but yeah, so do give it a little spline curve. Because it emits very quickly, the light, but I want it to be like a bit more subtle. Alright, let's try this now. Here goes nothing. Oh, I gotta refresh, hang on. The glow ramp up should be longish so we can tell a shot is coming. Yeah, no, I agree. People, they're gonna need some warning. Alright, here goes. Test 56,422. Ooh. Ooh, with some better effects, this could look good. Nice, dude. Imagine this with sounds and like an actually sick beam. Oh, man. I like how it flickers. Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but I like it. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, I cannot wait to make this look really good. See, he's gonna move and fire while he's walking. Ooh, sick. Sick. Can you give it a firing animation? Yeah, now that I got this part set up, I'm gonna go all in on a firing animation real quick. Oh, I launched myself in the air! Ah! Ow. Yeah, that beam looks like shit, but it's a good start. It's nice to have a half-decent start to it. I like it. The charge up is not bad. Cool. All right, now next up, like I said, we're gonna need better effects for sure, but I think a cool little charge up animation where he kind of like, he does like the whole breathe in, chest comes out, arms go up a little bit. I think that'd be good. And then I can use Reach's, cool system where it... excuse me, I can use Reach's system where you smoothly interpolate between animations to not make it look weird. Yeah, not bad, not bad. It's like a slow charge up, builds up nicely. Cool. Good progress. And now you get to see Big G without his spikes glowing all the time. Hey, Army of Drakes, thank you for that $5. I appreciate it. Sent an updated MP3 with better audio quality. You didn't hear it already, did you? No, not yet. Progress, you guys. Progress. Okay, let's make a cool animation. Is a green smudge on his cheek when he fires? Yeah, it's part of the scarab firing animation. Like I said, the effects, they look terrible right now. I just started them. They make the glow come up from the tail. I was thinking about it. I don't know how to do it in Halo. I don't think so. I don't think you can do masks. If I could do masks for self-illumination, I would do it, but I can't think of a way to do it currently. If I can big brain it and figure something out, then I will, but otherwise probably not. But let's do a quick little firing animation for the big G. Demon, thank you for the $5. The lack of iconic sound hurts. I know. I think that should be the next thing I do right after the animation. Looks lame without the bright firing light. Bitch, I just said I'm still working on it. God damn. Go for the classic head tilts up and back up for the charge. You already know. Alright, so make a new thing, new animation. I'm going to call it Combat Any Fire 1. Yeah, I'll probably have to change it. I'm going to make like, okay, I'm just going to call this one Firing. And then I'm going to have to split it up into two animations. One's going to be a charging animation where he goes up. And then the firing animation is going to be an instant transition where he like lurches forward. That then goes to an idle animation. So I'm going to do it all in one really quickly. The bones I'm going to need for this are going to be his entire upper body and his jaw. And likely his arms and all of his hands as well. So I'm just going to select all of these and make keyframes at the beginning for the idle pose. And get all the rotations for those. Delete the old keyframes. Start this at frame 0, end it. How long was it? It was a 2.5 second charge up, so in frames at 30 frames per second, that's 75 frames? Yeah, that should be 75 frames total. So we'll start at the idle pose that he has right here. This is his T pose, so to speak. And then the key poses I want to hit are, I'm going to do the fully charged up pose really quickly, and then I'll kind of like interpolate between it. So the key charge pose is going to have his back. Going to be leaned back quite a bit. Arch that back more, baby girl. Sheesh. So something like that should be good. I can save the keyframes for all these. And the jaw, actually, I'd like to keep there. Because it'll be closed. It doesn't look closed now, but the idle pose has his jaw closed. And since this is an overlay, it's not gonna... I'll have to basically accentuate it. But yeah, so there's that. So this is the basic animation now. He kind of like leans back. Can I even get this further back? Because I want his chest to kind of puff out. He's going to kind of like do a... Maybe I can bend his neck downward a little more. And then his arms are going to do something interesting. I'm going to mirror his arms. So he's going to kind of bring his arms to his chest. I think his shoulders kind of come out a bit like this. But he does a bit of a bend with his arms. I guess I should like curl his fingers a bit as well. Actually, I'm gonna do this finger animation separately. But yeah, let me save all the bones here. All the bone positions and rotations here. So here's the animation so far. He kind of quick and simple. He goes, pulls in, and then actually it's a 2.5 second charge time, so I can move all of these over to here, and then that'll be the instant he charges up, and then he'll do a blast, like a really quick blast. So from 75 frames to 90 frames, that's like half a second. Not bad, not bad. Agent, good to see you. Thanks for re-upping on your membership. Rejected, I'm back. Hi, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're doing something a little different today. We're animating Godzilla. We're giving him an atomic breath animation right now. Nice. This goes hard. Twitch changes making people so mad. I heard they reverted all the Twitch changes immediately after they saw the backlash. Alright, so here's the key frame poses for this charge up. Agent, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Wait, is he gonna be an NPC? That's terrifying. He will be an NPC, but he's gonna be player controlled for the thing that I want. Bam. Okay, key poses are in. Now I get to do the little touch-ups for this. So he fires for, I gotta math it out at the current rate. I'll have to change this animation as needed later on. But we've got the weapon firing at 10 rounds per second. 30 shots per fire. That's a 3-second fire, which means from 75 we're gonna need 90 frames, which brings us to 165 for the ending of this. Out to here. Which means the end pose will be like that. So it'll be like, and then I'll have him like hold the pose until like 140, and then he'll like kind of taper off. Actually, if he's firing for 3 seconds, I should probably make it so the pose... Yeah, it's fine, actually. Yeah, there, his mouth will close at like the last second. Okay, not bad. This is a pretty cool animation. But yeah, we got Big G in here. We're making, he needs a cool animation and way better effects, but we have atomic breath working today. Wow. He's a little bit big and slow and doesn't have enough animations to work very good yet, but he's getting there. He's getting there. Hey, Army of Drakes, thank you so much for the 331, bringing us that clean 50. You said so yourself, dude. Perfect 50, thank you. Also, how do you feel about the name Game Changer? I couldn't come up with a better name for it. I haven't listened to it quite yet, but I'll let you know. The title really just comes down to you. Wow. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Alright, anyway. Atomic breath animation. I'm not entirely sure what I should add yet to make it more dynamic, but I am liking it. So... looks like the atomic breath doesn't come straight out of the mouth if you turn to either side. Yeah, it's because it's where he's aiming. His aim position is different from like where his head is looking directly. It's something I can tweak to be smoother in the future. One thing I'm going to do for this pose, it's too symmetrical because I literally had symmetry enabled. I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not bad, not bad. Hey, Agent, thank you for another 2. Appreciate it. Is he going to have a charge up sound with, is he going to charge up with the sound of it? Yeah, 100%. Not quite there yet, but getting there. Getting there. Alright, so this is decent. I want to throw this in game as a test now. So, I want to know how this looks. The way I'm going to do it is like this. Here's the firing animation, like the whole thing. I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to call this one Combat Any Charging. Theoretically, that's the right name. We'll find out. And then I'll duplicate it again and call it Combat Any Fire... is it Fire 1? The problem with the Fire 1 animation is that it plays for every single... It's probably fine. There's some functions and things I can kind of like hijack that will make this work pretty good. So that's fine for now. Combat Any Charging. Combat Any Fire 1. Make sure these are all saved. So for charging, it does only need to be 2.5 seconds long, which means it can end right here at frame 75. So do that, and then I can delete everything that came after. And now we have our charging animation. It goes like that, and we're done. Then I go to Fire 1, and Fire 1 needs to go from the charging animation to this ending animation, which is 75 to 165, so it should be 90 frames. So I'm going to delete the first frame out of everything, grab all this and move it back this way. Yeah, would you look at that? 0 to frame 90. And it should be good. So I do need to set both of these to overlay though. Where is it? Overlay keyframe. And I need to do the same for charging. Set it to type overlay keyframe. We pray to the ever-present I Love a Good Crisp for his amazing toolkit making all this possible. And let's try exporting. See what happens. So many animations now that are just completely unused but get exported anyway. Hey, Jim Redacted, thank you for yet another 2. Appreciate it. Flood-infected Godzilla, end of the world NPC. That would be terrifying. I don't think we need a flood-infected Godzilla in the world. That's a lot. Hey, OG Ginger Kush, good to see you. Thank you for the 2. You should make it so the arms move while firing. The way that's gonna work is it should all blend together naturally. Like his walking animation will have him moving. But oh, you mean like while firing? No, I actually agree with you. I think that's a good idea. Because right now it's just like a completely static frame because I don't quite know what to do. Okay, that's not exactly what I had in mind. Yep. Yep. So the firing animation works, but he also does a firing animation while charging. Wait, how come his arms don't curl up to his chest, though? His arms should not be going out to the side like that. Hmm, interesting. His arms are just kind of doing their own thing. Very interesting. In Blender, when he fires, it looks like they're down, but they're not that far down. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's treating frame 0 like the default. Which means he gets a majorly exaggerated movement downward. Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink how I do this bit of the animation. Because it's not gonna look right at all. I forgot it. It's a movement based on the initial idle animation. Okay, so he's gonna look a little goofy because of that for the time being. But I can at least try getting the charging animation working, because that does start at idle. Oh, wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. All the bones that I used are in the charging animation, and I can go to the Fire 1 animation, slip them into frame 1, nobody will ever be the wiser. And then it'll instantly count this, and then it'll show up correctly, probably. This might actually fix it. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. Blah, 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 blah. All animations. And in the meantime, I can actually look at the charging animations for this stuff and see what does the third-person charging animation look like. And you know what? I think I know. Are we imported? Almost, not quite. Mecha King Ghidorah with the 199, thank you. Godzilla and Master Chief duo would be a dream. Can you imagine? It's like, I need a weapon. It's just fucking Godzilla. What is this? What the fuck is that? That's not... Oh, wait, that is what I exported. Whoops. Look at this beauty. This is peak performance right here. What the fuck? This is art, alright? I just want you guys to know this is art. Oh god, I gotta hurry. He's an airplane. Shin Godzilla 2. Literally, though. Oh god. Oh, okay, we're back. So the charging animation's still fucked. I gotta do something clever for that, but let's see how the firing animation is now. Better. Better. It's kind of hard to tell. You guys don't have like the exact vision I have in my head, but trust me when I say it's getting there. Not bad. Okay, let's fix the shaking though, because it's not supposed to do that at all. So the reason that's happening is because when you're using a Spartan laser, it's actually using a firing animation when it's charging. Because every time it's charging, it's doing this. It's doing this shit. So I'm going to do something brave and bold and beautiful, unfortunately. And that thing is going into the plasma pistol and seeing what makes it tick. Because I'm going to be real with you guys, in all my time modding Halo, all of the games, I could not tell you what makes the plasma pistol tick and how it charges. I have had no desire nor need to look into it. But now I'm about to find out. Right trigger, latch auto fire, primary and secondary. Prediction is charge. Charge rate. Literally the same as can fire at maximum age. Is that all I need to change? And then don't clear fire bit after recovering. Is that gonna make it work? Maybe that's all I needed to do all this time. Oh, go. Big G, what are you doing down there? Bro, stop that. Bro, we're on stream, bro. Bro, can't be doing that, man. Give it a rest, man. So, I'm sorry, guys. He's, you know, Mothra hasn't been around lately. Plasma pistol. Rounds per second, 0. Shots per fire, 1. Okay, may have gotten it working. Basically what I want is to be able to charge up the atomic breath without being forced to fire projectiles. Which is clearly not working. Oh no, wait, it is. It's charging. Kind of hard to tell because I did like a one frame thing, but I'm pretty sure he is. Atomic breath, not the only thing he's charging. He got those JO crystals. Guess I gotta go into the animation graph real quick. Oh! Got an idea. My brain activated. My brain just activated. My last 2 brain cells are working. We go to the PP. And we see how it works. There's overheating, overheated, overcharged. Overheat exit. Do I want overcharged? What if I rename the Godzilla thingy to overcharged? Would that work? Let's find out. No, it still seems like it's doing fire. His weapon fire. I think what I'm gonna have to do is make some custom function overlays for this. Animation is charging, function control is scale, and function is illumination? No, because that would fuck with other stuff. I don't know, maybe illumination. Yeah, tying it to illumination does definitely work. What if I rename Fire 1 to Firing? Is that a valid name? It is not a valid name, unfortunately. What, I don't know what functions work in function overlays. I'm gonna have to see here. We're gonna go into the functions and find out some stuff. Where is illumination? There's weapon illumination, which is not valid. Unit, weapon illumination. I can't use that, unfortunately. Boost. Unit open, closed. Let's try biped. Nope, there's nothing there for that. Primary charged. Oh. That's the value I was looking for. Didn't do anything, though. Primary charged is a weapon thingy that unfortunately... No worky. What about secondary barrel firing? Can I put that in there? Secondary barrel firing. Oh, wait, that's a valid function. I don't think it's gonna look good, but maybe I can do some fun, funky stuff with it. Yeah, it just immediately triggers the animation, but... Green Knight, are you here? Wait, I'm using old function overlays. I need new function overlays. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Why? I didn't even know the old function overlays worked. Guys, this is about to be 10 times better. Hold on. Name. firing. Frame ratio object. Okay. Entering will default as a frame. Alright, frame ratio. We'll do, let's do charging first. No, let's do the fire one because I know it works. Secondary firing. Okay, it doesn't want to work now? What do you... What? Huh? Hello, Abyss. Welcome to hell. I am in pain. Why did this work on the fucking... This worked on old object overlays, but not the new ones. Was primary, secondary firing. Enter either or leave blank. Entering both will default to frame ratio option for playback control. New ones tend not to work. What? Alright. I'm looking at the Spartan animation graph for this. Where's that? Where are those new function overlays at? Oh, they're useless. Are old function overlays set to work? What about the mule? Do you have any function overlays? Mule? No, wait, the hunter actually is what I should be looking at. It's got some funky stuff. Got new blend screens. It doesn't have any new function overlays though. Do you have any old function overlays? No? Okay, interesting. Frame ratio object. Yeah, these don't seem to be very beneficial for what I'm needing to have work. Oh, I'm killing myself. Oops. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get a single long form firing animation to play for an entire burst. I had it working with the charge animation, but illumination's a little bit finicky. Basically, I have these animations, right? I have two animations. One animation is a charge up like this. And the other animation is, so it's the charging, and then the other animation is the firing. And they're both set to the exact amount. Wouldn't the firing have to be long enough for the animation to play, sir? Yeah. The firing animation is as long as the entire burst, but the fire one type animation likes to play it per projectile instead of per, like, burst, per firing thingy. Is there a weapon in the game that, like, fires continuously? Let me see what the, what's that weapon called? Focus rifle, thank you. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea which one of these is a focus rifle, I gotta check. Focus rifle is weapon type. CSR. Because of course it is. There's fire 1, fire pushback, fire vibration. Yeah, because it's multiple projectiles and always the fuck out of me. Yeah, then there's no really good solution to it that I've found anyway. I guess I could do function overlay, scale, primary charged for the charging animation, right? I'm pretty sure that worked. Yeah, the charging animation works on the old function overlays. That's no biggie. The firing animation doesn't quite work. Charging. Firing. Yeah, he doesn't quite like doing that. The other big downside I'm seeing to this is that the animation is only playing like a very slight variation. The animation is not nearly as exaggerated as it's supposed to be. And I don't think frame type will be good. Oh, I lied. That's exactly what it needed to be. Alright, we're almost there. We're going places. Do you have to split into 2 different animations? Yes, yes I do. Unfortunately. Okay, so the charging is good. Firing, though. Let me check really quickly. Weapon, we have primary ammunition. Illumination's always a thing no. Primary rate of fire. Primary firing. Primary spew is a thing. Secondary spew. Okay, well the function did not have a underscore, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that it needs one. You would think that's what it needs. Prime or secondary barrel firing, maybe. Secondary barrel firing. What? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's not even using the fire animation. What? Secondary barrel firing. Okay, well that activates it, but it's not smooth at all, unfortunately. It's instantaneous. Let's do secondary barrel firing. What about just secondary firing? What's different about that function? Why did it tab me out? Ugh. Okay, let's get a new angle. Hey, Rox. What's up? Hey. Not quite what I was after. Can't use anything but scale, because if I do, then it'll stay there for like ages. What's up, Rox? You do a little one. Came back to a badass animation. Well, we're getting there. It's not smoothed out the way I'd like yet. But yeah, we're getting there. In game, in foundation. Literally just delete that, delete that. Delete that. Aye. Hey, OG Ginger Kush, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate it. Could you add last frame of charging to firing? Yeah, it has it. In fact, the firing animation is set up exactly that way. This is firing. It starts on the default for frame 0 and then immediately is on the last frame of charging and then blasts into it. And if we can get that working, it should be pretty cool. Oh my god, this cat's so loud, I apologize. Bro's mouth is not open. Exactly. As it shouldn't. Oh, Roxy, Rox, look at you. Oh god, you're shedding everywhere. She purrs so loud. This is what she looks like. Cat view. This is Rox. Look at you, little one. Let's do Scarab versus Mothra. Who'd win? Definitely the Scarab. Fox, what are you doing? You just need so much love right now, is that it? You're going in crazy. Oh my god. But thank you for the 2, Mecha King Ghidorah. I appreciate it. Anyway. She's a little bit of a crazy cat. If you guys get annoyed by the purring, let me know. I'll take her out of my lap. She just purrs so loud that I could definitely see people getting bothered by it. I'm just trying to think. Okay, we need a weapon function. Let's go through more weapon functions. Primary barrel firing. Secondary barrel firing. Primary charged with cooldown. I feel like primary spew and secondary spew should work. But they don't. They would be ideal for this situation, but the function doesn't seem to do what I expect it to do. Both a weapon vents as it's firing, so you can use on-weapon vent. I was considering it, but if it vents while firing, would it have the effect I'm after? Nah, only one way to find out. So that string would be... Saw it a minute ago. Is it ejection port? I don't think so. Oh, venting. Is venting. Well, if I do is venting, that's like a pretty... Wait. I have an idea. I could make it overheat instead of venting, which is more or less the same thing. Listen, I try to pick her up. Listen to it. She sounds like I'm killing her. I'm just going to pick her up real quick. Honestly, I meant to overheat. Oh, okay. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing. You know, you're right. But yeah, overheat. The only issue is, if it overheats, he'll stay. Okay, let me try it. I'll give it a try at least. It's worth it. So, venting time. Oh, maybe venting time is what I'm after. Sus. I said it first. Okay, we'll try that. She sounds like she's a sweetheart. She is. She's adorable. Venting time. So heat generated per round. Overload time. What is this? So heat generated per round. Uses a function? Oh, you have options. Okay, heat generated per round is 1. Ejection port recovery time. The amount of time in seconds it takes for the ejection port to transition from 1 open to 0 closed after a shot has been fired. I don't know, 1? Wait, I'm on the wrong... thing. I need to be on secondary. Okay. Allows one to fire as long as there is a non-zero amount of ammunition loaded. Sure. Ejects during... This trigger's ejection port is started during the keyframe of its chamber animation. That actually could be the key. Projectile vector cannot be adjusted. Let's try the overheat first. Heat generated per round, 1. Ejection port recovery time, sure, I'm not going to mess with that for now, but that's fine. And then I think all the other heat values are up at the top. It takes 3 seconds to go away from its heat. Heat elimination is 1. Heat venting. Heat at which to begin the venting exit animation, so the weapon is just about fully cooled when the exit animation completes. Heat loss venting. Heat loss per second. Heat recovery threshold. Let's try that. Let's see how it goes. Taking a 7-hour nap. Peace. I'm gonna have to end stream pretty soon, actually. Unfortunately, I could work on this all day, but I got plans tonight. Well, that was underwhelming. Heat recovery threshold is when it returns. It'll be at 0. Overheated threshold 0.95. Yeah, that's fine. Heat detonation threshold. No. Heat loss per second 0.33. Overheated heat loss per second 0.33. Heat elimination 1. This is heat at which to begin the venting animation. This might actually do it. Let's see. No, it did not. I don't think I can do the overheating stuff, unfortunately. You're adding 100% heat per projectile? Yeah, but I'm also trying to hijack that to work for an animation, so I need it to trigger instantly. Yeah, it looks like all this heat stuff's not going to be the answer I'm looking for. Wait? I just had an idea. Probably look jerky if I did it that way. But maybe not, because 30 frames per second. And I fire for 3 seconds, it'll be at a 10 FPS animation. I could just up the rounds per second and reduce some other effect stuff. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Heat generated per round. What's 100 divided by 30? No. 100 divided by 30. Oh, it's 3.3. I'm dumb. So, heat generated per round could be 0.033. If I did 0.33, it would go instantly. Right? Am I dumb? Perfect. I'm not dumb. Okay, now that I've got that taken care of, what I can do heat loss per second, blah, overheated threshold, 0.9, sure. As a test anyway. Let me double check that I can fire again. And if I can fire more than one projectile, then we're back in business real quick. Nice, the beam is back and working. And I also have a heat ramp up that goes the exact amount of time it takes to fire an entire burst. Which means heat function will work. But it's not. The heat function just doesn't work? Am I just unlucky? That's such a shame. Halo V Beastie, thanks for the 2, appreciate it. Any plans to have a Mazer tank? Also, what's favorite era? I don't have any plans for a Mazer tank. Scaboodly did mention it the other day, though. It would be funny to like have it as a vehicle to take down Godzilla. No plans for adding a Mazer tank currently, but my favorite era growing up was definitely Heisei. With Millennium being a close second. And now, I don't know what they call the modern era after Millennium, but I would say Heisei just because of nostalgia. Power turned on. So the heat function should have worked, man. Should have worked. Just didn't. It just didn't. They just call it legendary. Well, it also includes Shin Godzilla, though, and the anime movies, and I think just the anime movies, actually. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what function could work here, because if I give the weapon age, then you can only fire it once. I feel like heat really should have worked. How do you feel about Singular Point? I did not understand it at all the first time I watched it. Reiwa is the modern Japanese era. Okay. Man, it just doesn't want to work. Does not want to work. But you guys want to see something beautiful? Watch this. Hold on. Iconic moment right here. Iconic moments only. Emergent gameplay. Suppose if I made it a solid beam, this could solve all my problems. Plays the whole animation for every projectile, man. Is there even a way to make a continuous projectile? Shots per fire 30. Rounds per second 10. What does it look like if I do it at 1? No. Man, I don't fucking know. I don't think there's anything in the game that fires a continuous beam. Like, everything is some level of projectiles firing at a high speed. Use another weapon that does continuous, like focus rifle. Well, the problem is the focus rifle uses like a cursed system that I really can't use here. At least I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure it's only for first-person weapons. The focus rifle uses this thing I discovered earlier today. I did not mean to open that one. For player animations, it has something called Fire 1, which I have to go in and check it out. Actually, I can go in and check it out, but it's Fire 1, Fire Pushback. So I'm not really sure. Maybe there's like a special flag in Reach that I don't know about that like says, oh, this counts as continuous. Allow binoculars, cannot fire at maximum age. Don't clear fire bit after recovering. Do I have that? I do. $30 shots per fire, 0. Prediction type continuous. My prediction type continuous? No, it's instant. What if I set it to continuous? I set it to prediction type continuous and then add it as an action. Would that do anything? Or is it an overlay? It is an overlay. That kind of worked, though. Hold up. That sort of worked in like a weird way. Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have to try this. Primary, rounds per second, 0.3. I may have actually come up with like a really cursed solution. Doing some cursed math that nobody should do. So per second, what if I do 0.1? Basically what I want to do is I want to do shots per fire 1, rounds per second, blurred, because if I can make it fire 1 round on the primary barrel right before it starts firing the beam at like the very last moment, that would be perfect. But it all depends on if it instantly spits one out the moment I start firing, which it seems to. If I can make it not immediately fire one, that would be perfect. I swear there's a thing for that. Could Godzilla survive a full-size Mac blast? It'd probably shred through him, to be real. It's not nuclear, it's not atomic, and a Mac cannon would probably tear him to bits. I don't know, let's see what it looks like in third person. Not quite what I was after. If it channels for... How many seconds does it channel for? 2.5 seconds? Charge time 2.5 seconds, then if I want only one to fire... It's got fire 1, fire pushback. God, I wish there was a list of all overlay animation functions. Wait. Such a thing might just exist on my computer. We got some things to look through here. Fire 1, fire 1, fire 1. Whole lot of fire 1s. There's a fire 2, which we know exists. There's fire vibration, fire pushback. Screw it. Let's just try fire pushback and see what happens. Oh, you guys couldn't even see. But whatever. Nothing. Well, when it was on a fire 2, that was the closest we got to getting it to work, where you charge and then instead of firing when it's supposed to, it does it at the end. Was close. It's a charged burst, so it fires X amount of projectiles over Y amount of time after charging. So yes, it fires for a specific amount of time. Alright, I think I do gotta go, unfortunately. I would work on this for a lot longer, and I'm likely going to work on this for a while more tonight once I get home, but I got some plans, so I gotta dip out a little bit early. Sorry, boys. I will see y'all tomorrow, though. Fuck it, I'll do a Godzilla stream part 3. I gotta get this dude finished. I'm gonna try really hard to make the animations look better tonight, polish up the atomic breath a bit, probably save some of it for tomorrow, because it'll be pretty cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you very much for all the support. It has been lovely, as usual. I really enjoyed it. I just want to quickly apologize. I have not been reading chat as much as usual today. Just kind of really focused, but I attempted. More Godzilla content coming tomorrow. Stay tuned for it. And check my Twitter for some random updates at RejectedShotgun. I was posting earlier today and yesterday. Anyway, have a good one, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.